to EVLTV's coverage of Week 1 Platinum Highlander. We've got two great teams tonight that I'm excited to see. And I'm joined by Sdogg and our great production man, the one, the only, Dashner. Sdogg, how's it going, man?
It's going well. It's exciting to be with you, Insomniuh, on another season of Highlander action, Season 17.
Yeah, there's a lot of buzz going around this, on the forums, on the TF2 Center lobbies and all of that. It's making people quite excited for this one, especially myself. Highlander's been like more and more high action lately, and this is two teams, little bits of other teams like Miss Society, KND, Dunning-Kruger, all and a couple other new faces to this, some really recognizable names, and I'm just going to quickly run down the roster before these guys ready up. I'm looking over here at Curse and Knowledge. We've got Slemnish on Scout, Zan on Soldier, Katsy on Pyro, Jarrett on Demno. On a heavy, we've got Pals, Ender on Engineer, Medic the one and only the Carl, Sizer on Sniper, and Deer on Spy. You want to give the Warmtic is bad a rundown?
Kumuma is their team name for today. Who knows what it'll be tomorrow? But their names are currently changing, so hopefully I'll get these right. They're changing them constantly. Akuma's, I'm assuming, Spy. Sam's Medic. Marissa Sniper. Skyrola's Heavy. Scout is Baby Bird Looking. Fathom is Pyro. Glacy is Soldier. Sigafu is Engineer. And Giraffe is Demo. Sorry about that. They're changing their names rapidly, and so it's hard to keep up.
Yeah, just TF2 things. I gotta say that I quickly caught it in game. It was actually Fox Piece who's aliasing as Marissa right now. Just cheeky TF2 players getting out some of those dank memes right off the bat for this Platinum season. But like I said, really hyped up to see this. A lot of recognizable names, a lot of really great players, and I'm kind of torn on between who I would pick to be the winner. You have any opinions?
I don't know. New season, I'm going to say CK just because they probably will take this map more serious than the MTS rerun team.
I was thinking the same thing. At the same time, really great players. I think a couple of recent champions over there on Curse and Warmtic is bad, and just some more notable streamers. They got Big Akuma there. I cannot wait to see the Akuma plays. Fox Piece, an amazing sniper, and it's just really hard to say. It's going to be a close one, really action packed, and we'll be playing on Borneo tonight. And this is a map really kind of cut and dry, but let's see if these teams have any interesting tactics to put on this. And one thing I always ask for my fellow casters: what do you like to be on? Offense first, defense first, like to set the time? How do you like to play?
Defense first, just because you can understand exactly what time that you need to set. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so always defense first, put the pressure on the other team to set a good time.
That's weird. That seems to be the most common thing I hear from my fellow casters. And I'm kind of the exact same mindset, except I like to be on offense because I like to set the time. But I guess people look at it different ways. I mean, you are defense, you are kind of holding the line. Just as offense, I always feel I have the opportunity to kind of push forward and set the time from the other side of the coin.
Yeah. This is a lengthy map, so who knows exactly what these teams are going to do. If they get a good 8-minute time to start CK, then that will definitely put some pressure on MTS. Anything above that, and MTS probably can set up a good defense and be able to stop them, but we'll see how it goes.
It could go either way, as always, but I think that MTS probably favoring coming up on defense. Or sorry, MTS already fooled me with their aliases again. Warmtic is bad, or Akumuma. I think that they kind of probably have the upper hand coming from a slightly more cohesive team. A lot of these players have played together in the past. I mean, same with the other team as well, but I think that defense is going to be much stronger for them to start off on.
Interesting to see Skyrola back after several seasons. I don't believe he's played in a while. And then I thought I saw Pals on Scout, but it doesn't look like he's in the game anymore.
Pals was on Heavy. Maybe he's changed his alias. And looks like we have our players readied up and have our setup time. And we're going to go strong. Looking forward to seeing this.
This map was made by a community member, and then it was fine-tuned with Valen, Highlander champion, seasoned veteran, and it's now making its way back and play was in Season 7 and then also in Season 12, so it's good to have it back.
Yeah, it's been a favorite pub map of mine. I've never actually got to play it on Highlander more than I think once. So it'll be interesting to see something fresh for my eyes, fresh for some of the spectators' eyes. And what class do you think is the one to watch? Personally, I'm going to be watching that Fox piece, aka Marissa, in game right now.
Yeah, always on the first point, especially because of how large the flank side is. You can get the sniper and he can make some key picks.
Now, are there any like typical holes? Is this a standard sentry hold we have right here?
Yes, it is, because you can. Well, the gun should be a little bit more to the right, but with the Wrangler, you can do quite a bit of area denial. Usually, you have your combo holding the left house, but definitely the Solis on the right house seems like a standard setup.
And the gates have opened, and out we go. A little bit of posturing, no picks quite yet. A little bit of damage backs Akuma up immediately. But inside the house, we've got Muma shooting off rocket, trying to get some distraction plays right now to open up some action.
Using the
4x on guard.
Muma using the cow mangler, a little unorthodox.
Yeah. Was a little surprised to see that, and he goes down. But they had a great little push right there, and kind of uncontested until they kind of found out, sussed out the position of the sentry, and pushed forward a little bit. Kind of regrouping now, because they lost a couple players. It's that combo holding right now.
Sniper's looking for a play.
As he should. Jarrett and Jarrett and Carl pushing up into the combo. Hear that sizzle of the full Uber, and he goes in. Uber gets popped out. Sentry's already gone down to level 3 was knocked down. Level 1 up right now. As they're trying to get that right back up, but nope, goes down. Jarrett with a direct pipe. And they're already starting to move back their players on the red team.
Fox piece, excellent coordination with his team. Keeping them back, even though the blue offense pressuring pretty hard. Let's see if they can set up now, second point.
This is definitely a strong push right here. Wow, big jump in there. Barely misses his jumper there. I think he was trying to go a little bit further to get that top pack and put some pressure from the upper right-hand side of this push. But they still have 3x on card. And,
standard setup once again on defense by MTS. Combo's supposed to be in the left house. Engineer's building the right house. Typically, you see the Pyro babysitting the engineer, but he's on the left.
The combo had a good presence in the house right there. Backed off the players, got a couple picks, and immediately moved them back up.
Usually, if you're on offense and you know that the defense is established, you want to wait and get an Uber advantage. Some of the times you want to bring your scout in, other classes that are fast, Pyro, and then...
Deer going for a pick right now. Sorry, I interrupted right there. Quite the opportunity. Saw that. Could have gone for that triple pick, but just got sussed out by Muma.
Yeah, excellent job by MTS. They're just stalling, waiting for some action to happen.
Just a little bit of posturing, waiting, charge up that metagun, which is just reached 100%. Both teams have full Uber right now, so trying to get that pick, and they've lost a couple players on the offense, so they're going to have to hold back, wait for those spawns, but they can push up again.
Here's where you might want to bring the scout and the Pyro in on offense. You know, try to force the action, because right now they're staying back, and all they're doing, they just lost their heavy. They're about to lose their demo. This is not good for CK right now.
No, but right as you said, that Slumnish had gone into pressure as that scout, but immediately got picked off by a little bit of splash damage and a cleanup by the Engie, it looked like. Akuma is going towards the back and try and suss out that combo and stop any advantage they might have. Takes out Megazan, the soldier. Can't quite find the combo. Is holding further back in the left house there. Meanwhile, Deer goes deep.
CK's trying to push up the right side, but they're hesitant. They don't know what they're supposed to do, and it's costing them right now.
Well, Deer just got back there, man. Got a little bit more intel for them. See where everyone's holding, what classes are where. There's a little bit of pressure on the cart right now. Oh, just as I say that, Fox Piece with a great shot on Catsy. Just as Jared gets backed up. Oh, Fox Piece takes Jared out as well. Fox Piece definitely the one to watch on this defense right here.
I just got another pick. And he's top fragging, and he's got 8 frags in a row.
There goes Deer. Oh, Fox Piece absolutely on fire. There goes Scissor.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a ping advantage. He's running 120. That's not easy to snipe against.
Not at all, no. And it's definitely working for him, though, playing out of Hawaii. It's pretty much the best that he can hope for in some cases.
One-man wrecking crew.
Apparently, Jarrett pressures in, but all alone, no backup right there. Goes down to like double shotgun damage. He's trying to get some pills over to get that sentry gun, which they've backed up just a little bit more. They've been wrangling that from all the way back in the... They had on the steps at first, backed it up to the doorway after they got a little bit of pressure. Catsy going and launching some flares. Not quite sussing anybody out now. But Zan jumps in on top of Chimpfeet right now. Double rockets to the base, and goes down though, so close. Chimpfeet just sitting on that dispenser may have saved him right there. Another down a soldier. They just got their Uber built up to 100%. Looks like they're positioning to go in on this. They've got Pals and Jarrett right there. Jarrett's just spamming up pipes on that, but Pop comes out.
Muma made two extremely risky plays when CK was hesitant. I'm not sure why he decided to do that, but it's going to allow CK to get the point.
Yeah, that was a good one. Also, Scissor picked off a couple people. Just go out, bring in the sniper pressure for the offensive team right now. Just put down Akuma as well. That's going to free up the combo to be a little bit more safe, at least for like maybe 20 seconds or so, as they count down that spy time. Pop comes out of the so-called MTS team right now, but they have to use it just to retreat, because they've got Zan back there chasing people around, putting up pressure as they try and sit up in this building. Have to be quick about it, though.
Yeah, they got quite a number of people up. They're going to be able to get a good established defense. Typically, you want your combo holding on the right in this house, engineers building up in a standard spot, and then you have your flank on the left. But they're stacked left for some reason.
I would imagine they'd want some more players, kind of turning some heads in this direction, placing the right side of that house.
Here's CK, they're rotating to their right. Looks like they're ready to push.
Looks like it indeed. Looks like a solo demo Uber's gonna come out. Yep, there it is. It's popped. No one around to flash. Carl is calling for anybody. Finally goes down the stairs to find Pal, but they have not got a whole lot out of that Uber. Picked up the sentry on the defense there and have already moved it back. Setting it up on the little roof right there.
This interesting move by MTS, a mid-point hold. Typically you don't see this. Used to be popular in Season 7, but they're bringing it back out, so let's see if it works.
So far, not looking like a bad time. They had a slightly difficult second hold, but they made quick work of this third hold. They're about to get this right now, and if they can just take out the sentry gun, they're on their way to last. Slemnish getting pushed out as he's trying to turn some heads in the back left corner there.
Scissors crouched. He's just waiting for a play.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Foxpiece has the perfect sideline waiting for anybody to peek their heads on that track again.
Good moves by MTS. Good defense set up. CK, once again, they're puzzled, perplexed. They don't know what to do with this.
Oh, was that a drop right there? I'm not sure if that... Yeah, I think that was a drop right there from Warmtic, or Akumuma, I should say. But the counter pop comes out of the offense right now. Another little solo demo Uber, and Sentry gets recalled, and they're going to carry that off somewhere else. They're going to get that cap, and on their way to last right now. Big Deer going in for some intel right now.
CK made some great plays. They need to get ×3 on the cart here and try to pressure Kumuma on last.
Looks like Deer got sussed out, gave a little bit of intel to his team. They're still pushing that in, X3 on the cart. Sentry is just going up on top of the barrels now. Got a nice level 3 going. Scissors sneaking off over to the right. Gonna see what he can suss out. Immediately gets caught out by Akuma, who goes for the stack stab, but gets turned around just in time. Zan goes down there. Scissor getting loaded with damage right now, so he's not doing too much on the offense right now, but Deer going down. This is a lot of like quick deaths with nothing too much being accomplished except for just making everyone bide their time a little bit as these Ubers are nearly dead even, just a 10% advantage over on CK.
Demo's able to pressure for CK right side. Nobody picked him up. He got the gun. Up until that time, Sigafu has done an excellent job. I don't know if he's died. He's bottom of the scoreboard as light off, but it doesn't matter. He's kept the gun up. He's kept his defense in it. Kept the offense at bay, and he's going to get another gun up.
He's been really quick about calling that gun back and staying alive, and just keeping his team kind of coordinated. They're all moving with him, guarding him while he gets his setups as well.
Yeah, they're leaving the left open again, while they're left, CK's right. Let's see if CK takes advantage of it.
Fox goes down. It's going to allow them to kind of just peek in, be a little bit more aggressive. I'm hoping they're not going to go for a dry push right now because Akamuma holding with 100% Uber right now, playing very passive, which I think is probably wise right now. But Akuma goes in, tries to get the med pick, but thankfully Carl backs off just in time. They do lose their heavy. It's an 85% Uber. Probably just going to wait for another solo demo Uber on this right-hand side again, I'm guessing. Yep, Jarrett connects with him now, and they're going in. Akuma right in position to stop this if he can just time it perfectly, but Katsy is all over the place with that fire. Akuma goes in for it. Katsy susses him out immediately, but they still have that Uber.
Yeah, CK's doing the right thing. They're just a little bit late. This right side was open significantly, and they didn't take advantage of it as a team, and now they're wanting to, but MTS is onto it, and they're snuffing them out.
Now, what would you do here? While you're trying to push in with this Uber, would you go try and turn, like, maybe some, like, left-hand sided plays, some people up mid, try and turn some heads?
Typically, left-hand side's the quickest to the action, so that's where you Uber in from. Even when you don't have it, even when you don't have advantage, you get in there quickly, you back up, you try to build the Uber, and you get back in before the defense gets theirs, and that's how you're able to get the cart in the hole. But CK hasn't figured that out yet.
Yeah, as you had said that though, they had rotated to do it, but Foxpiece got an amazing like double body shot, one right through the head of Jarrett, and picked up Zan along with it. So they had to pop that Uber now. Looks like it was a defensive pop. They're just Ubering in Slemnish here, who goes down immediately as he overextends just a little past the Uber beam.
Yeah, this is Carl's trying to. Pals is trying to pressure the gun. Oh, he did.
And he did. Jarrett followed up that damage from the Tomislav with a couple pipes there. And they got it, and that's when you put some people on the cart while it's being built back up. But they've got all their guys over on the left-hand side. They're dropping one by one, just bleeding players with nobody on the cart. It's like Sam tried to come up. Or sorry, Slemnish. God, these aliases get me every time. Slemnish got some great pressure out there. Tried to get that amazing dispenser pick, but went down trying.
Yeah, right now what's happening in Insomniuh is Alex doing an excellent job of staying alive. So he's constantly allowing his team to have Uber, and if you're on CK, you have to force the action and try to pick them off whenever you have an opportunity. If you don't do that, then the defense is just going to stay established, and they're going to hold a great time.
That's what they're doing. Both teams have Ubers once again. Looks like they're posturing for a right side Uber again. Let's see, Jarrett overextends a little bit. We're disconnected from his medic. Hopefully he doesn't get headshot in the process. They are milking this Uber. They're not popping it yet. They did just get a pick. Deer got a pick on Fathom, and ooh, Caesar goes down by Foxpiece. And they still not pop. As I say that, they do pop, flashing in the head and trying to get Jarrett in somewhere where he can handle that. Looks like he's getting pushed back, juggled by a soldier there. They got a couple picks, so can they get anything with it? Zan, big bomb in, trying to stop this sentry being built. It's at half health at only level 1 right now. They could dry push this in, and they need to because their time is getting a little too long.
Yeah, and they're not going to be able to. MTS has all the right players up. They have their NG, they have their medic, they have their demo. Spy just tries to take out the demo. He fails. So, you know, when you have those players up, you cannot push the card in. You'll get spammed down, you'll get wrangled down.
Carl and Jarrett once again on that right-hand side, and they do have a good 50% Uber advantage, which may help them. Oh, just as I say that, in comes the bomb. Just narrowly avoided right there. Foxpiece puts down Scissor again. Absolutely, just leading the scoreboard on all sides.
This is crazy play by Foxpiece. He's doing an excellent job.
Actually looked for a second there that Akamuma was going to actually have like an Uber of their own come out as they postured on the left-hand side, but instead we've got CK going in. Really early pop. They must be fearing those Foxpiece plays. And here they come in. Solo demo Uber as well. Cassie's got a little flash right there trying to push people back, but they popped that way too early and they can't put the damage out. But in the meantime, they turned enough heads to get enough damage out. But it looked like Pals was doing some work right there on that sentry. Sentry gun goes down. They've got Ender on the cart right now. Scissor stepping up. Very, very aggressive hold. Akamuma down 5 players right now. This could be their time to shine. They need to be on that cart though. And as I say that, Zan goes in on it, but jumps in. It takes out the medic. And they have 2 people, 3 people on the cart now. Might be their time.
This will be their time. This is the first time they pick the med while on offense. And they just need to stay aggressive, get on the cart, Cap. The scout's up, he needs to be on that cart now.
As you say that, he gets on it. They were aggressive, but they lost a couple players, and that Insomniuh, though, jumps in just in time before they got that fresh wave of spawns. And they get the round.
Excellent job by CK at the end there. Finally got Alec down, but unfortunately they just took way too long to figure that out, and now they got to deal with the 14-minute time.
Ooh, 14 minutes, that is insanely rough. Which had some really good holds. That second hold, quite good. They had a little bit of a household on that third point. Got backed up onto that shelf, that outer roof, and had a little bit of a decent time there, but it was all about that last hold. Amazingly defended. I was really impressed with that. And yeah, it all comes down to making sure you get that first medic pick. And it looked like Akamuma was getting a little bit like maybe bored, a little bit hesitant. Not hesitant, a little bit aggressive actually. They almost wanted to go out and get some action for themselves at that one point, but just as they backed off, they had that kind of that perfect counter Uber, I guess. So it was very wise of them to not push things when they didn't need to.
Carl Ubered in early on the left-hand side, as you pointed out, and then for whatever reason there wasn't a follow-up to frag, and then Jared ended up pushing in. Pals pushed in. They got some damage down, got the gun down, then picked Alec, and then they were finally able to capture the card. Good job. Just took way too long.
Yeah. CK in a similar defensive position right here. They've got Zan and Insomniuh over there in the right house. But Akuma susses them out. Just barely misses that stab. I think it was because it looked like Insomniuh was actually lagging a little bit. Let's stop that frag right there. But Chimp Feet rocking up the cliffside all by his lonesome as they are down so many players. You don't want to kind of back up, regroup right now. But they show no fear as Muma starts spamming out some grenades. It gets picked off by Insomniuh.
Actually, Insomniuh, these are great plays by MTS. Because of the fact that your spawn's closer, you always want to be aggressive. You want to try and get the picks, force the action if you're on offense.
Fair enough.
Yeah, see, they're already back up. They're already ready to make plays, and they're going to get the gun here.
And they jump in the huge bomb by Zan right there. Sorry, not Zan. That was that Muma's alias?
Yes.
Hard to tell right now, because I think that Muma actually is not on demo. I think Muma is the soldier.
He is.
Yeah.
Kuma went in and sapped. Muma came in and bombed the gun at the perfect time, took it out. And now CK's down 4 players. Kumuma's pressing the action like they should. They might be able to get second point here.
Muma went in for that early bomb on that level 1, could not quite get it. Kuma going around the right-hand side, see if he can give them some intel. And they are just pushing this cart forward as they try and find out what this defense is like. A combo rotating right to house, got Giraffe and Chimp Feet in there with them.
Soldiers in the house, he's their only line of defense there. He gets taken out real quickly. This is going bad for CK already. They're not in a good position. They're all around the gun. The gun's going to go down based on spam, and then the demo and medic are going to go down there after. And MTS should be able to pick up this point.
Yeah, CK had to be forced out of a defensive Uber right there, and there's about even Ubers now, but Giraffe going in with Alec there. Alec goes down. Some damage comes out, but they've pretty much almost captured this point. She need to put a little bit, just a hair's breadth on it, and it is down, but let's see if they get backed up enough to let CK come back and put in more of a defense. No, Kuma with the sneaky spy cap. Very great, very amazing play right there.
Heads up play. You know the card's close.
Yeah.
You want to help out your team, just give up a life and get the card in.
Actually got them some forward spawns with that too. It was perfectly timed. You could not ask for anything better than that right now. Scissor trying to hold down this tunnel, gets shot in the back by Sam. That was the perfect sideline, but none of his team was with him. He got sussed out.
Yeah, CK is losing players one by one. They're not able to get a cohesive defense, and they're struggling. MTS is pressing the action.
Yeah, they are going in right now. 50% Uber all the way in this house. Not even going to let them sit up in here. Frags coming out. Damage is going out everywhere. There's so much damage on this poor CK team right now as their entire team moves to this upper right-hand side. Akuma behind everybody right now, trying to get that scissor pick. Just can't quite ninja. Oh, but Foxbeast does. That's a tough little sideline he's looking down right now. I'm quite impressed. Oh, another one. Cassie goes down. Akuma coming in to clean it up. Gets the butter knife on Jarrett. Could not quite get the medic, but Foxbeast does. Foxbeast, absolute MVP of this map so far. And they're just steamrolling ahead. Get that third point.
The heavies caught out, the soldiers caught out. The scout was lucky to get back. They should have all backed out much sooner. Actually, when they lost the high ground, they lost the point. They really should have been backing out to last, or midpoint hold, but definitely to last.
Yeah, because right now they're facing 100% Uber disadvantage. They're just going to roll right in here on this cart. Right now they're maneuvering their combo. Where did that medic go? Oh! I think I may have missed a drop right there. I think Carl went down. Sorry, I think that Alec went down.
He's up now.
He's up now, so that Uber advantage is now lost. It's going to give a little bit more hope for the CK team.
Jarrett's down, so they might be able to press some action.
Yeah, and they are kind of poking in the right-hand side here with Giraffe, Muma, and Sam. Sam going in trying to get that soldier pick, but Zan just narrowly escaped. But big Muma going in right now. Gets air blasted.
Denied immediately.
Yeah. Good call by Katsy there.
Staging right. We'll see how this goes. They're playing around their sniper, which is a good move. You know, when you don't have an Uber and you're waiting, you're biding time, you want to set up your pick classes to get a good play. Although Sizer wasn't able to get one.
Ubers
Scissor,
are about
sorry,
even.
Scissor.
Sizer. I was always confused on that too. Go with Scissor though. Right, just a little bit of posturing as we full up their Uber, and looks like they're going to rotate around to the left. Got Giraffe peeking in here. Hopefully does not get caught out by the sniper. They're going to have not popped yet. Very brave. Giraffe took a bunch of damage there. Spy came up right behind them, but could not get that pick. Flashing the heavy in here. Air blast comes out by Katsy to deny that. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, Muma's going to bomb in, take this opportunity. And Katsy comes back around, air blasts him down, denies that, but they have 3 people, 3x on the cart right now as they turn so many heads, got some players down, and that is it.
Yeah, CK lost their engineer, they lost their medic, they lost their demo on last. And you lose those key players, you can't defend. You can't defend last. So Akumuma was able to push it in. And did so in roughly half the time that CK pushed on their offensive.
Yeah, just impressive plays all around by Team Akamuma. I thought that they would be the ones to have this, but I thought it would be slightly more close. They had some good holds on the CK team, but not quite as much as MTS. And these guys, they've been playing together a lot longer than some of the CK team. So I can see why this has happened, and I'm just all around impressed, and this is what Highlander should be. It's the action-packed stuff. We need to see some big plays, really strategic, cohesive, big synergy and all that. Especially just how Muma will be bombing in as soon as they turn that head. And Katsy couldn't handle it all by themselves.
No, and there was a couple times where CK started losing players, dropping players, and then you had, in the case of third point, you had the heavy hanging in when he shouldn't have been, the Sully and the Scout. So probably either some confusion or some poor main calling going on there. It ended up costing them some positioning.
It looks like we have the logs now. I'm going to take a look at this. I would say that MVP in my mind has to be Foxbeast, absolutely shutting them down in so many different positions back there. Yeah, top frags, 37 kills, only 13 deaths on Foxbeast. Absolutely incredible. Jarrett also had some great plays. There 21 kills, 17 deaths, so not as much of ability there. And
it's not only the frags, it's when Foxbeast was getting them, because CK had started to pressure the first point, and they started getting frags, and it looked like they were going to be able to just push through first point, get on to second, and then Foxbeast got some clutch picks, was able to keep CK back, and then Akumuma was able to set up a defense on second point.
Yeah, absolutely good match. Do you know what our next week's map's going to be?
I do not, but I can look that up real quick. It looks like we're changing service as well.
All right. Sounds good. All right, guys, we're going to go to a break real quick while we set up this next server. Be right back. So this Akamuma team.
It's the second round. I guess it would be third set.
Third set, sorry.
But CK had a sluggish 14-minute time in the first round. Akamuma was able to do roughly half that. So it'd be interesting to see how CK responds as they bring out a defensive set.
Yeah, there's a couple little things they could hopefully learn from their last little roundabout. Is the server paused for you right now?
It is.
All right, good. Just making sure that's maybe hopefully them getting a player in here. Hopefully we haven't had a crash. Don't want to have another delay like that. But yeah, coming off of, there we go. Players now start to move around, going live as we had hoped. And what we need right now is for CK to kind of learn from their experience last round, kind of suss out the players' activities, see what went wrong, see what they can do right, and try and get a better. Is they're on defense this round, so get a slightly better hold.
Yeah, outside of being able to pull back when you know that a point's lost and trying to set up for better defense on the next point, Scissor needs to have a huge half. He needs to have a huge game because Fox Piece just absolutely destroyed CK that last round.
Yeah, Scissor, he had started warming up later in that game, but he needs to be on fire right now in order to really contest this a very sniper-heavy map. I'm going to quickly take a look at this setup, see if they're doing anything slightly different.
Looks like they're already giving up first point as far as the engineer is concerned, unless the engineer is going to bring his gun forward. Building at spawn.
I would hope they were losing. So we lost a player. Now they jump back in. We're good now. It's 15 seconds till the gates open. We can see if Team Akamuma can beat their previous time.
Standard setup for CK on defense. Guns where it needs to be. Combos holding in the left house. Soldiers in the right side. He's being accompanied by the scout. So good setup. Now it's a matter of executing.
Deer got sussed out immediately by the pirate. Just looked like a random flare, but hit him spot on. They're immediately rolling this cart up the hill. Zan's not finding anybody. Now, right
Demo jumping in right now on the gun.
Almost got it. Was down to about 30 HP right there.
Soldier's going to try and take it out, but he gets pushed back.
Damage flies out on that sentry gun. Wrangler may have saved it right there. Sam pushing that cart up the hill. Catsy comes down, gets him backed off. And it looks like the team's kind of holding a little bit back behind them. They've got a couple picks they could really pressure off this. They have 100% Uber, and right, as I say that, they move up. Giraffe spamming some pipes up there.
CK's making a mistake again. They're holding forward with players that they should not be holding forward with. The medic's caught out. He's going to get killed.
Yeah, the second that sentry gun in the house again, and she goes down immediately. Now they're having a counter Uber to push forward. But they should be just taking this out to escape and a good setup instead.
Now, if CK's smart, they won't even try to set up second. They've already lost second. They need to try a third hold.
They're setting up on it right now, though. They already have the Giraffe bombing in, getting some damage out. A ballsy little engineer play by Lights Off, who sets up a mini sentry on that cliffside, started popping out a shotgun at that sentry. Yeah, they're coming in right now with a complete dry push, knocking down 4 deer, and they're rolling in.
Yeah, Kumuma has the players, they have the positioning. It was extremely risky for CK to even try to set up on that second point at all, and they're rightfully backing out to third right now.
Scissor getting a slightly better sideline now. He had that same position he had last time where he got picked out, but he's about to get bombed on right now. Soldier right on top of him takes him out, and they're just pushing forward on all ends right here. Giraffe going on the left side, Chimp Feet and Fathom going in the right side. They are trying to set up in this house right now, but with this player presence, I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
Uber's already been popped. They Ubered in the direct hit Soldier, which is kind of unorthodox.
Yeah, a little bit. He did scare some players away right now, which is enough to destroy that sentry gun. And
CK's just not responding to plays immediately. They're a little hesitant and they're paying for it.
Yeah, they may have been throwing out their game with that like half-time push last round.
And Muma's just having his way. Finally gets picked off.
Yeah, they're actually setting back up here again, which is a surprise to me. Foxpiece starting to find some players here. Gets a shot on Zan. It gets backed off by Slemnish, which is exactly what they need to do. They need to shut down that sniper. Open up anything if they're going to try and actually hold this
Kuma's
point
going to
right
make a play on Ender. He got him.
Nice. Big Akuma right there. They are not going to be able to hold this now. And they know that as they're pushing right now. 100% Uber. It gets popped out a little early from some sticky damage. They got Fathom in here. A counter Uber comes out. Just pyro on pyro action. Let's see who's going to get this. There's a better Uber for CK right now.
See how it goes, but Kuma just commands so much attention. He stabbed Ender, the flank immediately went after him, and then the Uber came in. So excellent distraction play. Unfortunately, Kumuma wasn't able to capitalize on it.
A much better hold than we had kind of predicted from CK, especially in this position. But they are starting to back up a little bit here, which is probably wise as their sentry gun goes down. Ubers are about even right now, but Team Akamuma pushing in. They lose a few players in the process, though.
Oh, Kuma just went in and picked the demo.
God.
And then got out undetected.
He's setting up to go for another great pick right here. There's no pyro. Wait, as I say that, Cassie comes to save them. Thing Akuma hears her. Goes for it. Just right behind it. Doesn't go for it. Maybe the lag issue right there is right behind Cats. Got some damage out, though. Uber comes out from CK.
And he got Carl to pop, which is pretty good, because now Akuma's, you know, they have the advantage. They Uber in afterwards, and CK has no choice but to back out. Fortunately, they're not backing out far enough, and they're getting picked off, and this is probably going to cause them to lose last. We'll see how it goes.
It might be. They're not getting the spawns up quick enough. The sentry gun is just level 1 as the cart comes in. Foxpiece puts out some damage on it, gets cleaned up by that direct hit, and they are just rolling this 4x on the cart.
Oh, Deer just picked off Alec and probably saved some valuable time for his team. Excellent job by him.
Deer has had some really good positional plays early on in this game, and right now as well. Definitely saved that capture right there. It is just mere feet from the last point, and that's going to give them a slight Uber advantage on the defense. Let's see if they can get this gun set up. The mini sentry coming out, so they've given up all hope of getting that level 3 up in time. Interesting play. I don't know if that's going to work for them, but in the meantime, Light off, being brave, resetting that card, and Sam jumping on it as well. They're just forcing this team to like pay attention to the cart and only the cart as they peek around the left-hand side. They don't have quite enough Uber to come in right now, but for a second, it looked like they were just going to try push that cart in there.
Yeah, CK is a little discombobulated. Peace just gets another huge pick on Mega Man. He's not able to do anything. They're able to hold down that left side like it's nothing, and they're going to push in here. Let's see if they get Carl to pop.
Akuma going for the sneaky gap, almost gets it, just mere inches. That was so close right there. They'd moved that sentry over to the left-hand side, which like freed it up. Ender now is just relegated as sitting on that cart, defending with a shotgun as they try and get some sort of, I don't know, knowledge up. As I say that on the right-hand side, they are coming in. Uber comes out, flash over to Sam as Giraffe starts putting out pipes. They get Uber just in time as Carl pops that off to try and back them up. They are all moving on the cart right. Deer goes down, just narrowly gets that pick on Sam. Saving it once again, Deer. Great defensive play, but Akuma going on the cart for that sneaky cap, and he gets it.
Oh, excellent job. Excellent job by Akuma.
Mm-hmm.
Using the distractions, eventually CK dwindled down on players, and then he just came in and put the cart in the hole.
Yeah, and it's worked. That guy knows when and where to be, and just great positional awareness, and he just sees the opening and goes for it every time, and it's worked 3 out of 3 times.
Yeah, excellent job, and I think they've actually, Akuma set a better time than they had last round, and it's going to take a miracle for CK to be able to get less than 639 and win this round.
Yeah, they shaved almost 2 minutes off that, which was really impressive. I had a feeling that they were going to try and improve upon their time, and with that first initial push where CK was trying to hold that first house, it just shot themselves in the foot there. The only thing that really revived that defense was holding up that I guess, that third point for as long as they did, which was actually rather impressive.
Yeah, considering that Kumuma had all the advantages, they had just the pressure at the right time, they got the picks that they needed at the right time, especially Akuma, just running laps around CK, getting frag after frag, and then getting out undetected. Pretty amazing stuff.
Alright, and gates have opened up. Kuma just throwing out some ambi damage right there. Couldn't quite get any headshot. Just waiting to see who's going to jump in first to try and get this sentry gun hold. They have it a little bit further up than they did last time. I'm wondering if that's going to help their case at all.
Zan's running the cow mangler. Let's see if he tries to disable the gun.
Jared got some splash damage out. Couldn't find anything else though. They're chasing around Sam in the back there. Distracted them just enough to give the defense a little more time to push up. They're all bunched up together. This is just begging for some splash damage to be thrown up, but Jared is down right now. They're just probably waiting for him to get back up before they bring that Uber around. They back up. Pal's completely damaged on the left-hand side there. Oh my god,
amazing pick by him though. He should have gotten killed, and Muma should have been alive, but Scissor was somehow able to snipe him.
Just in time to trade deaths there. And here they come. Uber is out and popped. Sentry gun goes down by just 2 direct sticks and a quick little sap from Akuma there.
Excellent job by CK. Whenever you can't pressure and force the action without the Uber, you need to bring the Uber in quickly, get the opposition to pop, and then try and re-push, and they're going to get the first point because of it.
And we're joined by our good friend Get a Whale for a split second there to drop a little laughter in here. As they get that first point, and they wisely backed up pretty quickly. They are losing players as they draw back.
Looks like Akumuma is just content to try and just freestyle it, and they're going to try and hold up without an actual solid defense. I don't know what they got going on here, to be honest.
Like, Sentry Gun is just going up. They had a bunch of players in that right house there, but especially if they had Catsy pushing the car while everyone was off kind of doing their own thing. But players are now kind of getting into slightly more normal positions now. I guess they're just trying something new, see what works, or maybe just having fun with it.
Yeah, at this point, you know, I think Akuma, they realize CK is not going to beat them, so they're just having fun.
Let's see, we've got completely even Ubers here. Wondering who's going to pop into who with the kind of confidence we've been seeing, but as I say that, CK moves up on that cliffside. Jared pushing the cart. Uber ready to be popped. They spotted out that sentry, but it's done nothing yet. There we go. Finally detects some players. Pals puts some Tomislav damage onto it just as Deer saps it, goes down immediately. Uber gets pushed out defensively as Giraffe puts out some damage to those sticky bombs. He's being chased through the tunnel right now. Who's going to bait them right into Fox Beast? Let's see if he gets a headshot here.
Excellent job by Scissor getting 2 frags, and then the Spy came in and zapped the gun just as the demo was spamming. And thus CK were able to take this point, and it's going to be a lot closer than what it should be.
And they're getting chased back to this barn right now. Ender, one of the more offensive Engis I've seen, even without the mini-sentry, he is always just kind of head of the offensive line, putting out shotgun damage and wisely getting back when he gets that low HP. Right now, Deer, who bumped into Akuma there as they were both cloaked, and they kind of had a little dance-off as they decided that they wanted to go for some plays right now or try and suss each other out. But Deer, trying to get that sentry gun down, doesn't even need to as Jared takes it out. They are all over this barn right now, and CK need to get back immediately.
They can't get back, unfortunately, because they only got 2 minutes and 47 seconds to capture 2 points. But Deer gets a huge stab on Alec, and MTS Kumuma is failing. They're faltering because they decided to get a little too cute on that second point defense. Yeah. And it looks like they're trying the midpoint hold, which at this juncture is risky because if CK makes some great plays and they take down this mid hold, then they can actually get in good position to roll the card in on last.
Oh my god, Sam just getting that triple K right, avoiding all sorts of damage as he did so. Going for that play on Jarrett right now, finds him, gets some damage out, gets baited back by some stickies though. But yeah, that was an amazing little push right there, but that Uber came out so early that they couldn't really follow it up. They just needed to regroup, but as you said, time is of the essence, and they just felt like pushing it, and they kind of, I guess they had to.
They're going to try a dry push on the left.
Might work from right now, some players down.
They pick Alec.
Yeah.
Deer just got an excellent zap. They'll be able to take out the gun here.
As they do a minute and a
they
half.
They did pick Alec. It's gonna be close.
Oh, this is getting exciting here. Catsy sneaking around the left-hand side so she can stop any sort of build. They've got players in the main. Scissor looking to get anybody who comes out of that spawn right now as they get some fresh lives and bodies up on the point. They are backed up on that left-hand side, and Giraffe gets a couple damages. Oh, Muma goes down. Catsy back on the point as well with Ender on set offensive Lenji.
Kuma's down as well. So Kuma's down 3.
As was CK right there. They've got just under a minute left right now. And they're throwing down a mini sector. Scissor pushing in with like 13 hit points right now. So brave.
CK is going to do this. I don't believe it.
I do believe it from what I see right now. Oh, Uma tried to stop
it. I don't believe it. Wow.
The comeback is real. Oh, that's amazing. That's great. I love seeing that. They hustled that so hard, and maybe it was because Akamuma got a little too confident right there.
Yeah, second point defense was sloppy, and it cost them that point dearly. And then CK just went off that momentum, took third, and then that mid hold. Could be good, but at that point where a team's got momentum, if you lose some key players, which they did, they lost the sentry gun and then they lost their medic. It gave CK all the momentum pushing into last, and they executed flawlessly to tie up this score.
Yeah, really got to hand it to Scissor. Like after they picked up that sentry gun pick, they got that medic down, and that opened up the doors for them to actually pull off what looked to be impossible. Especially, I mean, they got, was it a 6-something time? That was almost like a third of their time from their first push, so they really did learn a few things. They know who they're facing up against now, and we're going to see an amazing round here.
Yeah, they did correct, it seems like, all their mistakes, and so it'll be interesting to see. Now, you know, Kumuma has been punched in the mouth. They have to respond. You know, what are they going to do to learn from their mistakes and see if they can't pressure CK and get a longer defensive time than 6 minutes.
That's going to be tough to beat. There were very few slow points in that push, but it is possible.
I think right now, because of the intense action and the fact that the score is tied, these two teams are going to discuss exactly what they should do in this last round.
Yeah, they're going to need some strategy to beat a time like that. But if anybody can do it, it's Team Akamuma. As we've seen, these guys are good. They know where to be, when to be at it. But Foxpiece actually seemed to slow down a little bit. There's still, looks like he's top scoring on his team, except for the medic, but not as many big plays there. So Scissor had warmed up just as he needed to, but really was Jared who was just on point with all those pipe bombs.
It just goes to show you that the sniper can make picks, but if the team's getting pressure and everyone's faltering around him, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, but one thing I saw a lot was a Slemnish seemed like he was put to the task of sussing out Foxpiece, like really chasing him down as soon as they knew where he was located. I saw Slemnish run in every time, put some pressure on him and back him off those sidelines, which is pivotal. It paid off.
Excellent counter. Yeah, and just really too many risky plays by Kumuma on defense there. And I don't know, call it confidence, call it cockiness, but you know, when you have an opportunity to shut a team out, you do it and you move on with your week. You don't let them have an opportunity to, in this case, tie things up. And you know, what happens if CK gets the victory? You always think about what if we had played solid defense. Yeah,
that is a big what if, and I'm curious to see what they're going to do with this, because they got a little cocky, and now they're going to have to kind of keep that cockiness intact and really go balls to the wall here. They're going to have to like stand on that cart constantly. They're going to have to be completely accurate within, have great coordination to really open up that first push and get past that first point quickly, because that's where they've done it before, and they need to, like, CK needs to know when to back off. I think is really what's going to be key here, is because CK tries to hold that first point every single round.
Yeah, and another thing with momentum Insomniuh is, you know, you had some players on Akuma that wasn't positioned correctly on that second point.
Yeah.
You know, they might have been goofing off, you know, and then you have others on the team who are just, they're wanting to execute well, they're wanting to shut out the opposition, they're wanting to move on and have the victory, and they get frustrated, and then you have CK who has all the momentum. So we'll see how this last round goes. It'll be interesting.
And as we say that, we are going live. Got about just under 80 seconds until that gate goes down. We can see some action. Curious if they're going to try any different holds here. And all I can say is that if they lose that first point, they need to back up immediately and play very smart. Cannot overcommit in this point.
They need to go, Akuma needs to go back to what worked for them the first round, and that was, you know, Fox Piece making the big plays, keep your engineer up, keep your demo up, keep your medic up, and just play smart, and you'll dwindle them down. You'll get a huge defensive time of 14 minutes again. They did it once, they can do it again. They need to play smart.
What I'm waiting for is that Jarrett cam. I imagine he's going to go absolutely ham, go for that demo bomb again. If they can coordinate that perfectly with Muma, it's going to work out. Not with Muma, with Zan. That's their opener right there. 5 seconds till these gates go down. Here it goes.
Teams are just filling each other out right now.
Kuma getting a little bit intel and being far less aggressive than he was. He was always showing himself at the start of those rounds. Oh, Deer goes in, goes for that stab. It's
Giraffe.
Yeah.
Excellent pick to start. It's all to be able
Absolutely.
to spring CK and get the first point if they pressure correctly.
Zan wrapping around left here with Scissor and Catsy backing him up. They're going to try and get some body shot damage, and they back up the sentry immediately. Recalls that, moves it inside of the house, but right onto some sticky bombs by Jarrett. This is going absolutely perfect for that. Catsy throwing out some fire in there. Ender with some of the most offensive plays. Ender just forced out the Uber.
Yeah, Ender is an excellent engineer. Has played at a high level even from the start of his career, and I'm not shocked to see him do these things.
That's absolutely incredible to me. Jarrett just barely gets out of it. Nope, gets sussed up by Akuma. Goes with the backs of only like 12 hit points. Takes out Pals along with him. That's going to really help things right now, as they had a very strong and bold first push. But here comes Ender trying to edge it in there. Throwing out some shotgun damage and throwing away his life to keep that card alive as Sam pushes himself onto it. Trying to get that, Slimnish. Oh, just narrowly does. I think he even thought he got it right there, because everyone else backed off. But Sticky's protecting it now.
Okay, MTS was lucky to be able to keep this forward hold, and they're backing out wisely now. I'm extremely surprised they were able to keep their demo and medic up.
Very big Akuma though, really kind of biding them just a little bit of time. They're going to need all that they can get right now, and they need some more bodies on that cart. 1X is not going to cut it right now.
Carl had an early pop. I'm not sure if it was Fox Piece presence and he just thought he was going to get sniped, but he hit the Uber way early.
That happens as a medic. Sometimes you just see the sniper looking you dead in the eyes and you just have to pop. Especially when their aim is as confident as both the snipers on these teams are. They've got a different sentry hold right here, up in that little window on the right-hand side of that barn, and it's been caught out. Some sticky damage has been thrown out at it, but they're getting backed off by some perfectly placed sticky bombs by Giraffe.
Now this is a vulnerable defense. The spy can actually go after the sniper and pick him real easy because he's away from the action. And then you just spam down the gun and you start pushing the cart. And the combo gets caught in the house. CK is not doing the right thing right now.
No, they backed off far too entirely as they had to regroup and move along that right-hand side. But right now, Exalt sitting on Uber, and they had complete advantage at the beginning there. They could have come out and just kind of stomped forward, but they played it safe, which was very wise in the situation. Uber's come up from both teams in that barn right now. Not a lot of frags are exchanged though. Foxbeast is going absolutely ham somewhere outside of the action though.
I think Deer heard me because he went after Fox Peace, but then he got shut down by Peace with an excellent headshot.
Yeah, I think Foxbeast is on like 4K right now. No, sorry, 7K. God. Unstoppable, that man. Akuma going in. They just have the perfect amount of pressure right now, but Akuma slowed it down with that Jarrett pick. Completely scared Pow's back. Zan is like 5 HP right now as he has to run back with the equalizer. And time is just ticking away for the CK team right now.
Did get an excellent pick on Peace. Now it's just a matter of, alright, spamming the gun. And that's what they need to do for main, because they don't have to worry about the sniper. They haven't figured that out yet.
They're at a 90% disadvantage on Uber. And now, oh, Deer comes in, gets a pick on, who was that? It was Muma there, who's changed his name yet again.
Jared actually has the right idea. He's starting to spam the gun. He just doesn't have anyone on his team doing it with him.
He needs some backup there. They're down 2 players, and like they need 40% more Uber charge in order to get on this gun. It looks like Jared's sitting here alone, trying to get these stickies, but they just keep falling off that edge. Gets some damage out onto it. He got it in like 30 HP before it comes out, but here it comes. Giraffe sees that the presence is needed and throws himself out there, gets some sticky damage out, along with quite a few frags and a sentry kill of his own to shut down that offensive push.
I'm very surprised this hold has lasted as long as it has.
Ditto. I saw that being set up and they had some stickies thrown at it immediately, but Sigafu just doing such a great job of keeping it alive.
Soldier just came in, Zan got the med to pop, so now Carl has the advantage and we'll see if they can actually make plays off of it. Sigafu like moved his gun.
Yeah. Just in time. They just found that out as well as they were spamming some stickies up there. They've got a really strange left-hand side. Oh, they're coming in hard on the cart right now. It's moved up that ramp. Ender, once again, doing work. That level 1 sentry about to go down from Deer right now. It's going to open up, but they have nobody on the cart, and they have all the possibility to do it with Akamuma being down so many players.
See, now this is, CK should be pushing up main. They have the numbers, and then they just need to spam to the right, and they'll kill everyone on Akamuma, but they didn't do it, and the demo got out, several players got out. So Akamuma will actually be able to establish a 3rd-point defense.
Yeah, they backed up very early, as they should. Right now, they had Zan going back before to kind of stop that Fox piece defense. Right now, Slemnish is on this point with a little bit of a forward, kind of aggressive hold, as I say that they back up, of course, on Akamuma. Got a good right-hand side presence right here, but they're going to be facing an Uber, who was just forced out really early. Great sticky bomb by Giraffe right there. Maybe a little bit of a body shot damage as well from Akuma. But that Uber was what they needed to destroy that sentry, and they could not get it in the right place.
Yeah, the Uber went in, Jarrett went after Giraffe, Giraffe just backed up. No one went in with Jarrett, which was a mistake. You know, you want to have your scout in there, maybe the Pyro, somebody to back up the demo's damage. They had nobody, and so now they're going to have to back out and reset.
It's not what they wanted to right now, and they're still playing rather boldly. They've got just Jarrett actually peeking in alone. It's a team that seems to be rotating to the right-hand side. Yeah, it looks like they're going to try this from a different angle.
Not a bad idea. You don't have Uber. You're waiting. Try and mix things up a bit, see what you can get.
Jared getting out a lot of splash damage with those stickies on Chimpy, who nearly goes down. And now they know where they're at. So any sort of surprise play definitely ruined now. Team Akamuma actually putting people out on the left-hand side there. Foxbeats had an amazingly aggressive hold. Coming out of that barn looking for any sort of pick, but immediately retreats back. Meanwhile, Uber comes out of Jared right now, forces out the Uber from Team Akamuma. And they have that sentry down, which is immediately put back up on one shelf lower in that barn. This is interesting. Old pipes come out on it too. Direct pipes. It's sitting there at 30 up. Nope, it goes down. Scissor finishing it up with that last bit of damage right before he goes down to Muma's rockets.
Poor dear. He tried to do his best Akuma impersonation, come up the staircase while the other team was distracted, and then he ran into Fox Piece, who had on the Razorback, and he was denied.
You know, why should he be running that? Surprised there aren't any like kind of revolver plays, just going straight for those shots, but that's a dangerous person to be going up against, even attempt that kind of thing. Ender was just putting out damage on Fox Piece with like 10, 15 HP. That is still like one of the most brave NGs I've ever seen. Shoutouts to him. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side here, they do have a full Uber, but they're getting spammed out by those stickies. They're probably going to have another early pop here, unless Deer can make some room. He's going for a play right now. Harassing? Nope. Looked like he was going to go harass Fox Piece there, but he's just looking for any sort of pick, but he gets caught out by Sam. Meanwhile, Uber does come out of this left-hand side by Jarrett. They have stickies out, force the Uber from Team Akamuma, but not seeming to get any picks other than that sentry gun before they go down.
Yeah, just not getting any type of the spies getting denied. You know, they're not able to do anything.
They're in a tough place right here, but Team Akamuma, the best hold we've seen on this point so far, and really bold to keep setting up on it, but they've got the picks every time that Uber has faded that's allowed them to do that.
And now we're resetting, and once again, here we go. Akamuma doing an excellent job on defense, and why is that? Well, they're keeping up their demo, they're keeping up their engineer. Even though the gun's going down, the engineer's staying alive, and of course the medic's staying alive.
They do have a slight Uber advantage right here, but it's not going to be, it's just marginal at best. Jared keeps spamming out some stickies as they're looking for any sort of pick to kind of let them in that door.
Oh, poor dear. He just went in, he thought he had a play on the med, and then Muma shut him down.
Kuma actually right in the same place right there. They're being very wide, doing a lot of splash damage behind Carl. Uber's come out almost exactly even right there. And this is really aggressive from Muma right now, jumping in, totally turning some heads. Will they use this as a distraction play to get back on that cart? Anything is going to go on right here? No. They are just kind of repositioning themselves, posturing again. They have to build up that Uber for a third attempt. Meanwhile, Deer goes behind. Let's see if he can get any sort of magic out right now. Surprised he was not get cut out.
Oh, he did get a pick on the med. That's huge.
Nice.
First time they've been able to kill the medic while trying to pressure this point.
Yeah, Deer had been looking for a play for like 3 lives right there, but he kept getting caught out. Fox Piece has been moving about in completely different sidelines this entire hold, and I know that they're looking for him to shut him down.
Now that Carl has advantage, though, you should just be able to Uber in, and if they execute well, they'll get this point. Medic's playing back wisely.
There we go. He saw those stickies right there, called him out, Heavy came up, cleared him out. Now the Uber comes out from Seek A, and they move out on that Sentry, and meanwhile they're losing players elsewhere. Sentry gets recalled, and they're pushing in on this left-hand doorway here, just narrowly gets avoid the full charge body shot from Fox Piece. Jarrett goes down in flames though. They've lost 4 or 5 players in that push entirely and have no cart time. They barely kept a body on it to actually reset it from rolling back. Now it's going to...
Akamuma actually had excellent position. They knew that the Uber was going to be popped. They had all their players virtually behind this shack. And then when the Uber had faded, they all came back in, started dealing damage, and got the frags, and now they're reestablishing themselves.
And just 2 minutes left in this round for CK to make this happen. It's still possible, but they're going to have to play it absolutely perfectly. They're on about 60% Uber now, peeking in that left-hand doorway. Oh, amazing pipe by Alec! Or sorry, by Jarrett onto Alec Fox Piece and takes the sentry gun with it. That's going to give them some frags, allow them to push up a little bit further, knowing that they're safe while they build up this Uber.
Alec just popped.
Little offensive pop from the defense right there. I like it, and they force that early pop out of CK. It's a perfect play right there. Love it. Meanwhile, they inch the cart forward now. They've got a lot of players pushing up on that left-hand side because they got the frags out, but they've only got pals on the cart. They need more player presence on that and to move up at the exact same time. Meanwhile, going down main right now, Carl's hiding out. Jared spamming out some stickies to back them off that main point, but they're playing very smart on Team Akamuma, just sitting up loud and last and not being overly aggressive here.
And good plays, CK. They were able to get some picks on the med. Just came way too late, and now they're dealing with a 12-minute time, and they still have to cap last.
Yeah, Team Akamuma, as I said, they were playing really defensively. They came out that left-hand side and came face-to-face with CK, put out a couple frags right there. Absolutely perfect timing. It just took me by surprise, though. Team CK, though, they've moved that card forward. Looks like the sentry gun is just being upgraded. Yeah, level 3 set up on top of those barrels.
Al Gore in position. He's waiting to make a play. He had a play on the edge. Now he's going to go for the demo, and he misses.
Trying to find this combo right there, way back there. They just got spawns on Carl's barely not even connected with the player right now. They need to be building this all the way there. Jared frantically calling for his medic. They finally meet up on each other. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side of this last hold, we've got Scissor trying to get any sort of pick to give them the slice advantage, and he gets bombed on by Moom. Takes out poor Deer.
Peace is in perfect position to deny anyone that comes up the left side.
Yeah, but they were just bleeding players right there. And Carl went down before he even had like 30 or 40% advantage. Minute advantage overcharge. This is not the way they want to handle this.
Slemness just rushed the heavy on the right-hand side and stole his lunch.
Yeah, Slemness trying to find that Fox piece big, but found that heavy, and that's some really great play, but goes down right now to Giraffe Stickies as they move over to that left-hand side for this defense. They've lost a couple players, but still seem to have a really confident hold as Carl goes down again to Muma. That's going to reset their Uber. They are losing their medic. They need to protect him more and more. Plays just slightly safe.
Yeah, this last point is all about having the Uber advantage. You cannot push it without it because of how long the sight lines are. The sniper can do a great deal of work. The engineer can do a great deal of work with the Wrangler, and so you want the Uber advantage. And
speaking of doing work, Scissor got like I think a 3K right there, like double headshots and then a body shot, which is allowing them to completely dry push this. They have moved that card up like 15 feet, had a bunch of picks, only 3 spawns came up right now. Deer frantically going for the butter knife, but can't quite get it. Scissor looks like he's gonna be ballsy and go put himself on this point, but sadly gets caught out by Chimp Feet there. Perfect timing for that spawn to come up and defend that, because they could have dry pushed that easily with the player advantage.
One of these days, Deer's gonna learn how to use his revolver. He had an opportunity to take out Muma and just flailed with a butter knife instead of pistoling him down.
2 minutes left in this round right here, and got a slide Uber advantage, much better player advantage right now as CK's team finally gets up to the right-hand side. They're just going to start angling for pick, but no, God, they lose 2 players immediately. Sam and Slemnish having a little one-on-one scout battle, and Sam came out on top.
Yeah, excellent dry push last time by CK. They tried something again similar, and they're getting denied all over the place.
Yeah, right now, Slemnish going around back trying to stop Scissor, which had opened up that pick for them before. Oh, and right before he does, Deer comes from behind, gets the scout. And they are now down 4 players on Team Akamuma, which might open things up a little bit, but that sentry is still up. As I say that, it goes down with 3 perfectly executed pipes from Jarrett there. And they're bleeding players on the left-hand side. They're Chimpy nearly going down. Uber comes out of Team CK. They have a minute 20 left to push the start right now. They could roll it in right now if everything goes right. Looks like they will. Enders on it. 4x on card. They are pushing this in.
Ouch.
And they get it.
16 minutes and 40. Some of the times this game, you just can't explain it. You get a 6-minute time, probably one of the fastest times that we'll see, and now 16 minutes and 47 seconds, probably one of the slowest times that we will see.
Yeah, times all over the board here. It's just surprising to say the least. Because they keep learning from their mistakes, but then I guess they're just making slightly different ones the next time around. Or maybe just new tactics. They had a really impressive hold on that second, though. Holding that doorway. Or that windowsill.
Yeah, Akamuma, actually, they learned from their first round. You know, if we're getting pressured, we don't have advantages. Let's just back out, engineer back up, medics stay alive, demo stay alive, and they did it each point, and they were able to establish defenses each point, and thus the reason why you have 16 minutes and 47 seconds.
Yeah, but here I expect Team Akamuma to just push it on through, especially they have some really strong, I guess momentum, I should say. It could even come off defense, it's a strange word to use, but gates are open, and we're going to see these guys look confident as ever is what I'm expecting.
Yeah, pretty much CK has to stop them at the third point, because if they don't stop them at the third point, they're not going to stop them on last.
Giraffe bombs and tries to get some sticky damage, but gets knocked back. Just put some chip damage out on Jarrett there. Didn't accomplish a whole lot, lost a couple players in the process. Just edging that card up. Well, they've got chimp feet over on the left-hand side protecting the sniper for him. Kind of an interesting play, but it might work. You know, Akuma goes in with the sap, gets caught out a little bit. That Sentry went down to half health. There's no one else around to capitalize on it, but right now, Muma moves up, tries to get some damage out, goes down in the attempt, though.
Oh, Fox was trying to get a play, and he just got shut down by Scissor.
See these players come out now, start grouping up as they get that Uber. They get the Uber popped right now. Early pop out of car right there. Wasn't even damaged. I'm not sure why that happened, but it's worked out. They backed off, kited the Uber. Now they're moving back up. A little bit of aggression as they regroup on this wall right here. Muma jumped in there, put some damage out. And Sentry, it looks like it may have been moved. Yep, already moved back to that second point. Very wide play by CK right there. That's what we wanted to see.
Actually, good execution by both teams. Akamuma, realizing that they're not getting the picks that they want, decide to press the action with the Uber. They get the pop out of Carl. They do a re-push. They capture the point. But CK also does the right thing, which is back out when they realize that they're going to lose players if they stay in there.
Nice little bomb attempt in there. They gets pushed off before Zant. Akuma goes in, gets the sapper, extra damage comes off. Oh my god, Sigafu finishes off the Sentry with a shotgun. That's going to allow them to roll right up in here. Like we said, this is probably going to be a very fast time. A little bit. Oh, some sticks come out from Jared though. Just going to give them a slightly better hold here than I had thought.
CK's all huddling in this left, well, they're right. Akuma's left building, and this is not good positioning because they're going to get flanked and then shot all up.
And meanwhile, Muma comes and gets some chip damage out there. There's a really fast Uber build with, I guess, all the damage that has been put out. They're throwing Muma back in there at the top. Uber comes out of Team CK. Sling's just chasing poor Sam around, trying to get that giraffe pick as well, who's sitting down there at 1 HP. Meanwhile, I'm expecting we're going to see Akuma here edge that card in like he has been doing the past couple rounds. If they even need him to, actually. Catsy was the only one on defense right there. Wrangler had kind of gone down for a second. They don't even need Akuma to have the plays. They capture that all by themselves, and they pressure back up towards the spawn. Meanwhile, CK running back to that barn like they need to be. Akuma hot on their heels.
Yeah, CK did an excellent job despite everyone being in the right house, but really you need some people on the left side to keep them from pushing up uncontested, because they have all the props, different types of cover, and they used it to their advantage, and now they're pushing into third.
They almost have Uber right here. Oh god, he drops it at 99%. Not quite a drop, but they just got a little too ballsy there. They needed to hold back for half a second, and they would have had that. They had the great positioning. Akuma had distracted them behind, and then they had all their heads turned. The stickies came out from Jarrett, and it went down.
Well, thankfully, when you have a 16-minute defensive hold, you can make some mistakes on offense.
Fair enough.
So they should be able to recover as long as they play well from here on in. They'll get these last 2 points. But if they hadn't learned from the second round, they start playing loosey-goosey, start playing cocky, well then things could get dicey. True
enough. Let's see where we have our players positioning right now. Finally regrouping on the right-hand side here on this offense. You know, they have a Sigafu going left. This offensive energy kind of theme we've been seeing throughout the night. They're really kind of dry pushing this. Muma jumping in hard. Actually passes up all the players, and he is going to last, it looks like. He's going to wrap around the right-hand side. Can't wait to see what he's going to do with that. Meanwhile, Chimpy poking in some damage on the left side here. They're moving up on the right-hand side of this, inside of the spawn. Muma comes from behind, gets caught out by Slemnish, and then goes down. Very good holds on, for as much action was going on right there in 3 different places. Very good hold by CK.
Hilarious play. Peace went in, tried gutsy play to get a pick, and Ender just shut him down with the Wrangler. Pinned him to the wall.
Uber gets forced out here by CK. Just hold another good hold right now, but they're dry pushing this regardless. They don't even care if they don't have Uber right now. They're throwing stickies out. Chimpy shooting him with the Tomislav from underneath, but gets caught out by Deer. Perfect stab right now. Foxby is trying to put out some damage on that sentry as well. They'd just gone down from some Wrangler, so it wasn't fighting back, and they're moving up here with a dry push by Akamuma. They go down with a direct bite from Jarrett. They almost had that. Sentry kept going down to like a 30% health every single time.
Excellent job by Ender keeping that gun up despite the constant pressure. Unfortunately, Giraffe didn't have anyone in on him, or in with him on the Uber, and so they weren't able to get the gun down. You really need multiple people coming in. Maybe a soldier coming in from the left-hand side while the demo's in on the right. They didn't have that, so Ender kept the gun up. Kudos to him.
Kuma going for play right now. Gets immediately caught up by Katsy, though. Burned down. And here they come in with the Uber very early this time. Maybe he didn't want to have those early drops, but that's going to just give CK an even better Uber. And, oh god, Fathom coming in here, throwing that Uber all over the place, though, giving him enough time to actually get that gun down. But Ender's setting up in a very strange spot at this lower doorway right on the point right now. Doesn't have time to finish it off as Akuma gets a nice ambi headshot. Puts him down and gets out with 7 HP of his own. But meanwhile, CK is still holding up here. They get that gun set right back up.
Yeah, I guess one of the hazards of building on the platform is Ender saw the Uber coming in from the left. He started to wrangle. He was on the edge, and he actually fell down. He was able to keep the gun up brilliantly for a couple seconds, but he was on that bottom floor, and he couldn't get back up in time to help his team.
Team Akamuma peeking on this left-hand side here as they know that the CK were a little more spread out right now. Don't know if they're getting their intel from their spy, they can just see it themselves, but it looks like they're going to have a rotate. Get back on that right-hand side, which has been kind of working for them a little bit better in the past, but these past 3 pushes have not been helping out. Right now, Giraffe barely survives as he gets disconnected from his medic there. And they are back on this top shelf inside this barn, getting this level 1 Wrangler as they see some damage start coming out. And 100% advantage right now as the Uber pops out. And they're getting chased all the way out there, their lower right-hand side now.
CK's being very disciplined. You know, the name of the game on defense is keep the other team back. You don't necessarily have to get the frags. You most certainly do not want to die. And just keep them back, and that's what they're doing.
They're doing their best right now. Once again, another little try push out there by by Team Akamuma, and it's worked for them. They got enough distraction, enough picks right there to jump on this cart and edge it towards that point. They might just get this unless Slenish was going to jump on there. Got immediately backed off. Too low a health to really contest that now. Zan dropping in from behind, gets some rocket damage out. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a big 3 or 4K right there, but did not have the health to follow up on it as he's trying to run for his life and not get caught up by anyone behind him. Strange positioning by both teams right now. Just way too spread out. Patsy's still in the back right now as Sam is on the cart alone, nobody contesting it, but they are setting up on this last hole. Sentry just gets put down right now though, and Sam gets picked up by Scissor.
Yeah, CK understood the importance of holding that 3rd point for as long as possible. That's why they were playing Desperation, Highlander, and you can, both clocks above, they're similar. So, I mean, Akuma, I can't even get this name right. They're going to have multiple opportunities to push this last, and all they have to do is execute properly once.
They're just throwing players at the cart right now, just trying to get it as close as they can. Probably going to expect a sneaky spy play if they can get it as far up as they want to, while they have 8 minutes to kind of really suss out a couple Uber pushes.
Yeah, it's worked for them 2 rounds. Just get the cart in as close as possible, Uber in, and just create a distraction for your Well, in this case, you're a spy, and let him cap the car.
Akuma going for that NG pick right now. Comes out, gets the sapper on it. Let's see if they can follow up any damage. Gets immediately put down. Sentry gun goes down with perfect sticky. It was so close to being repaired right now, but they are on the car once again, edging it forward between these two pillars. They've got Sam running around behind CK, throwing damage everywhere. They finally catch him out. Turn around just in time to, let's see, Akuma jumps on that car as we predicted. They've got their combo in right now, only 90%. They are being so ballsy. You might want to back up right now, milk that last couple percent. They have full Uber now. They're going around the left-hand side. Meanwhile, Chimpfeet's sitting on the cart to turn some head before he goes down. Uber comes down this left-hand side. They go down, hits the axe out on Zan, and they back off to regroup. Meanwhile, Sam is on that right-hand side, turning heads the other way. They go in distraction plays all over the place. Combo jumps on the cart and goes down, but it is right there where they want it for Akuma.
Yep, exactly. Same plays the last 2 rounds, except they have 6 minutes now, and if CK does not respond so fast, they're going to lose this round and end the game.
They had sent pals down there to sit on the cart, but was immediately picked up by Foxbeast, who was so dangerous against that. There it goes. Good round by both teams right there. We saw people improve off this prior strategy, try some new ones out, and really win the round with kind of what worked for them in the past.
Yeah, excellent match. Good job by both teams. Really thought it was over the second round when Akuma captured in less than 7 minutes time, but then CK came right back and got an even better time, setting up a third round, and then just lights out defense by Akuma, and CK tried their best. They just couldn't match it.
After several attempted holds, we're looking at the logs right now. It's some amazing damage put up by Jared as he just time after time pushed forward into that barn hold, which was held amazingly well. It's more surprising than I was expecting from the CK team, the Curse and Knowledge team. And it kind of ended as I expected. Team Akamuma really had the player name, the team synergy, the cohesion, the strategy, everything they needed to actually make that work. And while Curse and Knowledge really fought back in some places, they just didn't really have the offense, I'd say, to challenge this team.
No, and some of the times, you have that with the new team. They're developing cohesion. They're learning good coordination. They're working out their communication. But CK's they're a group that they'll get their act together, and they'll be playing solid for the next couple weeks. And I don't know if there'll be a rematch between these two teams, but nonetheless, excellent game by both of them.
Yeah, I'd be excited to see that. The snipers in the end there, while looking at the logs, just noticed that Scissor totally did warm up, like kill for kill with Foxbeast right there at the last. I think Slemnish really was put through the paces of trying to shut down that sniper, and he did his job. I think he had 17 less kills this last round coming from that first one. So job was done.
Yeah. Sniper will always be huge in Highlander. If you want to win at the top level, you have to have a lights out sniper. Those guys both did an excellent job.
Do you have any shout-outs? You're kind of a player to highlight?
Yes. Shout out to Giraffe for giving me this tongue twister of a team name.
Yeah.
Akamuma. Akamuma?
Especially when we're coming in from Warmtic is bad, whatever their team name was before, all the aliases that had us nice tongue-tied and confused going in on that. But I think my shout-out's got to be to Ender. He was just front of the line every single time, putting out damage, cleaning up with a shotgun, and going for the engineer most of all. Little NG dispute there against Sigurfu. So that was really nice to see, really entertaining, but great plays across the board from almost everybody. Everyone had a little moment to shine and had a job that they did well. So this has been week 1 here for UGC Platinum on EVLTV, and I got to say thank you, Dashner, for doing the production. Cannot thank you enough for that. Sdogg casting with me tonight, and we'll see you guys next time.
It's good being with you, Insomniuh.